What's going on, world? It's your boy D Nels, and I had the lovely. I'm not going to introduce her because you don't send a man to do a woman's job, especially during Women's History Month. So I'm gonna let you do your introduction.
Wait, it's still Women's History
Month? Of course,
Month?
still March. It's still March, right? It's March, right? It's March, yeah. So it's still your time to shine, and I'm gonna let you shine. Who am I sitting in front of?
So it's your girl Signature, aka Red Sig, aka that prima donna chick.
Now, was you the red? Did you have that red title when your hair was a different color? It was always been.
Yes, I had this red title.
So where did it come from then?
It came from July.
Okay.
Me going red when it got hot, real hot.
Oh, skin color.
And then I went black for a little while, and then I came back to red because it's starting to get hot again.
Okay, so when it gets hot, you go red.
Yeah, my pen game start getting a little hot. So now just
so that's when all the hot fire is written during the month of July and June and August, the hot months.
Yeah.
So what are we doing in October, November, and December? We chilling?
I don't know. I might still be hot. I don't know.
Hopefully you are.
Yeah, hopefully.
Pleasure having you sitting in front of us.
Thank you.
So talk about yourself. Who is Signature? Let's start with that. Where you come from? How'd you start rapping? Who influenced you to rap? All that good stuff.
Okay, so my name's Signature. I was born in Brooklyn. My family is from Brooklyn, and I moved over to Harlem when I was 4 years old. I moved to the East Side. So, I grew up in the East Side. I went to school out there. I was basically raised out there. That's where I'm known from, but I went back and forth from Brooklyn to Harlem because my family is still in Brooklyn. I started doing music at a young age. I started actually singing at 3. Whitney Houston was someone I looked up to. Michael Jackson, Janet, Prince. So those are people that I listened to. And then when I got into hip hop, I love Eminem. I love 50 Cent, Rough Riders. Like the whole Rough Riders.
Now that's a big jump because you went from Prince, MJ,
yeah, because that was just,
Whitney,
but that's when I was singing, so I was just like,
soft.
And then I started like getting in between. I said, you know what, I love Aaliyah, I love Maya, but then like when I got into that, I'm from the East Side, so it's like when we came outside, it was like Rough Riders. You seen the bikes, Jay-Z, of course, but Eminem, he's someone that is like he inspires me a lot because I'm into flows. That's something I perfect. I can flow over any beat. Like I can do a certain flow to the ABCs. Oh. So,
do you have an ABC rap? Have you done it before?
No, I haven't. Okay. But I mean, Eminem was someone that I really studied. Like Rap God is like one of my favorites. Stan, hi, my name is like something, just he took chances. And I know a lot of people say, oh, he's white and such, but I listen to Renegade and, I could relate to Jay-Z of what he's talking about because I grew up in the projects, but at the same time, Eminem kind of lived the crazy life too if you really listen to it.
He wasn't your privileged
so it was like,
guy.
Were they really different?
Right.
So,
So what age was that? You said you started rapping at a young age. What age?
I started singing at a young age.
At a young age was 3, but
I started rapping 5 years ago.
Oh, so singing was 3.
Yeah.
Rapping was 5 years ago.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be a singer.
Okay. Okay.
Then I started rapping and stuff because I was shy to sing.
Right, so what made you lean toward? What made you lean towards rap?
Beyonce.
You'll never be the queen, so you're like, let me go.
I was like, Beyonce, she killing it out there right now, and I want to be number one. I think it's easy to be number one in rapping, at least for me, because I study bars, I study punchlines, I study flow, and that matters to me still. And I feel like it's coming back. Like, the mumble rapping is fun right now. People playing with it, but hip hop is coming back.
Yeah, especially for the females. You have you have the Remy and Nicki beef that's been kind of settled down from where it was a couple weeks ago, but that kind of put females to the forefront. You got your young M.A. Deja Loaf had a good run.
Yeah,
I'm not saying she's over with, but Deja Loaf was really doing her thing. So I mean, female rap is in a good space right now. If you are a female, to come out and really start pursuing the rapping thing again. You said that it's easy though to be number one.
Yeah, because I don't really.
Let's talk about that.
I listen to a lot of people and they're not really. I mean, like Young M.A., she got bars. Like I like Young M.A. I like Remy. I like Nicki, but other than that, like no one else is like good to me. Like they just got followers. I feel like a lot of people got followers and they feel like, hey, let's rap. I chill with a homeboy that could put a couple of bars together. Like, you know, like a lot of people's getting it. Like, I write my shit. Like, I feel like I'm Young and May push that she writes her stuff. Remy push that she writes her stuff. Nikki push she writes her stuff. Yeah, you know, maybe we heard with Nikki and stuff or these other people that they have people maybe that'll help, but we don't know if that's true. But like as for me, like I write my stuff, but a lot of people that's out right now, it's a fact they don't write their stuff.
So the females get the same kind of slack. For instance, Drake right now, as big of an artist he is, everybody's like, you know, Flex. He pronounces every day that, you know, Drake don't write his stuff. He's not a real rapper. You can't be number one no matter how many hits unless you write your stuff. So you feel that the same thing goes with the female game. If you're not writing your own raps, because you got somebody, you know, like just say a Cardi B who just came out a couple years ago. She was doing a whole nother career. Now she's doing the music thing. So she never came out and said she wrote her stuff. She never came out and said that somebody else write her stuff. But what do you say about somebody like that who came out the woodworks and just kind of speculation that she may not be writing her own stuff?
I would say for someone like Cardi B, she should let me write for her. Or she should like let me help her with her flow or something like that. But that's someone like, you know, I respect her grind. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get, like, that's like getting a 9 to 5. Like, some people is not qualified, but they somehow get the job. Maybe because of people that like them or know someone that like, you know, some situations like that. Now, as far as going back to like people writing for them, now I say this. We got people like Michael Jackson, right? The best. Got a good pen game and shit too. But at the same time, he had someone like Quincy Jones write for him, R. Kelly write for him. But at the same time, he can write for himself. We got people out here like I say this too about like, let's say a Nikki. Like Nikki actually could write. But if she gets help, at least she can write. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's people out here that can't even write. Like, they can't do anything. It's like taking the hip hop culture and making it a joke. And like, I feel like you should respect the hip hop culture. You can't just come out and be like, you know what, everyone else is doing it, let me try to do it. Like, it shouldn't be like that. Like, really take time and really like learn this shit and really like become it. Don't just go with the hype.
So do you feel once someone picks up the pen for you, does all your credibility as a rapper gets tainted, or?
Well, you can't call yourself the best.
Okay, so we're saying, so it's all right if you have somebody write, but you can't be considered the best if somebody's writing for you or helping you out.
Yeah, you can't call yourself the best. Now, that's like me. Like, I'm not gonna say, shit, I might go pop in a few years. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna let nobody ever write for me, but I could write myself. Mm-hmm. Like, I could really sit down and I could write for others. So that was the difference between people like R. Kelly and all that stuff. Like, they can have people write. Well, I don't know if R. Kelly let somebody write for him, but you can write for yourself. You could write for others. And then you can also, it's everyone working with each other. So I think even with Drake, like, Drake wrote some shit, but he also get people to write for him too. But I always say too, let's say I have a fan, right? And I have a song. You know all the words to my song. Does that mean you could deliver it like me? So true. Drake delivered it a certain way that not everyone could do it that way and make it a hit song. You heard Quincy. It didn't sound the same way Drake delivered it.
I got you.
So,
Quentin.
I mean... Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm not saying unless Quincy Jones writing for Drake too, because then listen, Drizzy is that dude.
I mean,
but Quentin Miller, though, I get you.
Quentin Miller, it didn't sound. You know, like when we heard, you know, when them it was 10 bands, I think,
yeah,
like,
it sounded more like 5 bands. It didn't really sound like 10 bands.
Yeah, it didn't sound the same. So it's like, you know, everything come together. Like, everything comes together. Even if you're gonna get somebody to write for you, gotta make that shit your own. Gotcha. Not saying it's okay. You can't call yourself the best crazy now, but do the shit right.
Gotcha. So we could check that off. So if you're gonna call yourself the best, you gotta write your own bars, and you gotta be willing to continue to write your own bars after you get popping.
Yeah.
Now my next question to you, as a female rapper, a pretty female rapper, I would say, respect in industry. A lot of female rappers, they come out and they either people don't take them seriously because they have other people writing for them, or they don't take them seriously because they look good. And they'll get them in the studio, but it'll be with alternative motives.
Right.
As a female rapper, let's talk about that. And you're on the come up. Has anybody ever tried to work with you in quotations, but it seems like they have other motives behind it? Or how do you stay away from those type of vultures while you're trying to take your business seriously?
Don't pull up to the studio alone.
Okay.
Like come with a gang of people or come with a nigga or something like, so you'll know it's time to get to work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so have somebody that's like, all right, if this shit ain't gonna work, we out of here. Cause coming and parlaying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're female going with a guy to try to record and do certain shit, like, they gonna always try to see what they get out of it. Like, listen, what you gonna do for me? Da, da, da. Like, I feel like to cut all that, come with somebody that actually know and will be able to read the whole situation. Get out of there if it's gonna waste your time. That's it. Because his playtime is up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like girls is taking crowns too. It's girls better than niggas. Like,
oh yeah. I mean, so, we've been witnessing that over the last couple of, I want to say 6 month span.
Right.
Especially with the young MA that's coming out, right. and you know, Remy's back out and back and on the ground.
Out.
And Siggy's out. Right. I was gonna throw that in there too. Do you have a story though where you had to check a dude in the studio for just coming crazy and not coming about his business?
Nah. I don't have a story about that. Okay. Because I'm also like, even though I'm a pretty face, I'm also like the homie. So it's like, I'm one of those, sometimes I pull up with a chick if I feel like pull up with a chick that's ready to
pull up with a chick as your boo thing.
No, not my boo thing. I'm just saying. Not my boo thing, but sometimes like I'm just like, they like, that's the sis. You see, like keep them occupied.
So you sacrificing your homies.
That's I'm joking.
So you sacrificing your. Hey, come on, girls, go to the studio. Here, have her. When I go in the booth,
I'm joking. I'm not a madam. No, I'm just
that's funny. That's funny. That's hilarious. So let's talk about, all right, so we talked about you as who you came from. We talked about what makes you the best rapper. We also talked about you being a serious person when you go to the booth is ready to work.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what you're working on now though. I mean, you got a dope show. Who's Next? You're on that Hot 97 car, which is big because a lot of big names flourish from that showcase with other female artists. When you come up there and you're on a bill full of female artists, how do you feel? Some people look at it as a woman empowerment moment, and others look at it as like competition, and I'm trying to kill everybody on the stage, let them know who holds reign. How do you approach a show like that?
Both. Okay. So it's like, you know, shout out to all the females that made it to the bill. But we all know that there's only one crown. Mm-hmm. So that's the same thing. Like, we could all come together. I could get the crown. Doesn't mean I got to treat you like a peasant. But we know, like, we still want that crown. So it's like LeBron James is like, yo, I could love you, Michael Jordan. I'm messing up everybody's name today.
Michael Jackson, Quincy.
But, you know, like, you my homie, but I want that ring. And it's only, this is the thing. Hip-hop is a sport, right? So it's teams in this, and you as yourself is a team. I gotta look at it like this. So it's like, I'm LeBron James right now, right? And then everyone else is the other teams and stuff. We could be cool. We could go party and all that stuff. We could probably even do a song. We could play one-on-one later. But at the same, when it come down to game time, I want that ring. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
and with hip hop right now, everybody want, and I mean, it's even happening in because I watch basketball also. So it's even happening with basketball. Everybody trying to be friends and group up, but it's you gotta compete. It's a sport. So it's like, even what's going on with Nicki and Remy, it was bound to happen. It's bound to happen again when someone else is coming up. Like, who knows? Speaking in the future, it may be Siggy and Nicki. It may be Siggy and Remy. It don't mean we got beef out. Now, they went a whole nother level, but then that's rap. But it's like, it comes to the point that you need to compete. You need to show who's the best. Then after that, like, this ain't singing. It's rap. It's hip hop.
Now, I feel like I like that, because I agree. I like that mentality, and I feel like with dudes, that's all right. Like, people, not me personally.
But dudes do it too.
No, they do it. But then when the females do it, it's like, oh, they catty. They should be coming together. They should be rising up.
We ain't call Wayne catty.
Right.
Remember when Wayne was saying, I'm the best Carter. I'm the best rapper alive. So and then who he was coming at? Jay-Z. Jay-Z was saying he was the best. How about when Jay-Z and Biggie? Like, you know what I'm saying? It comes down to, it's like, we know, okay, y'all top 5 now. Now who gonna take this crown? That's what we want to see, and that's what it comes down to. Who got the better bars? Put y'all in a song together. Who gonna kill? It's not, that's my friend, and I don't want them to think I'm jealous of them. Nah, this is hip hop. This is not. I'm not in a singing group. I'm not Destiny Child. I'm not none of that stuff. Like, we come in and we gonna compete, and you cry later. Like, if you gonna cry, like, we gonna sit there and we gonna compete, and I'm gonna take the crown. Now I'm just
Yeah, listen, hey, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot because I feel like a lot of times females are more, hey girl, let's come in, let's kick it, let's be homies, buddy. When, like you said, it's a sport. Everybody wants to come for the number one.
You could be number one without dissing somebody to that next level. You can do it. I mean, to me, like, back in the day, I love, like, the Queen Latifah, the MC Lights. Like, I love when they all came together and did certain stuff. But at the end of the day, they were still, we do this. It was, but you don't have to diss. I don't have to say you a slut hoe, da-da-da-da-da, and still be number one. I could just kill you with bars, and you would just hear it like, yo, shorty got bars. Like, shorty got this. That's it. Like, but, you know, you still got the people that's going to try to go crazy on you.
Right. So let's talk about your music. What makes your music different from the next person's music or the next female? Or not just to say person. Let's just not say female. Let's get off that female. Then the next person, male or female. What makes your music different?
Well, my music is very personal because I talk about, like, my life. I talk about things I see. I talk about the way I live. So everything I write comes from me. I'm not making nothing up. And that's the only thing. No one could live my life. So that's the only thing I could say is different. And if it sounds the same to someone, that's probably because they live in a similar lifestyle. That's it. Like, I can't really say, like, oh, I'm talking about this and nobody's talking about this, because who knows? All I could tell you is I'm a girl from the East Side, and this is what I seen growing up.
Got you. And I see you also have an influence from Essence, like the essence of hip hop. You did a song, I think it was like a Big Pun.
Yeah.
The Big Pun beat you rapped over. Then you did a tribute for
Victory for Biggie Smalls.
For Biggie Smalls. So let's talk about what
I just did some actually that y'all see tonight. I did a tribute to DMX and Dragon.
Oh, so you really about your hip hop. Like, you really study. You really a student of the game. Obviously Biggie was one of your influences. Big Pun.
My cousin also. A lot of people don't know MC Shan is my cousin.
Oh, okay.
So he's someone else that influenced me. You know, I've been around lately Big Daddy Kane, Too Short. So it's like I'm really like reliving the 90s of things that I listen to. I'm like the little girl from the movie Brown Sugar. Remember, she loved hip hop. And it's like I'm coming around these people, and of course people will be like, yo, you got to get in with the new people right now. And I'm just like, they'll come. Like, I want the OGs to mess with me right now because they're going to talk about me, and these are people they look up to, and then everybody else going to be like, all right, so they messing with them. And they care about real hip-hop still. They not getting what's going on. And if you think about it, someone like Too Short, Big Daddy Kane, all them, they performing songs, stadiums sold out from songs that they did 30 years ago. I want to be that. I don't want to be the person that, I'm going to perform a song I did 3 weeks ago, and then next year nobody cares about it.
Right. How did you and Too Short get together?
I met him at South by Southwest. Yeah,
so this is recent?
Literally in front of, not recently, last year.
Oh, okay.
I met him in front of the Austin Music Hall.
Okay.
And literally I told him, I was like, yeah, I do music. He like, word? You got a 16 for Blow the Whistle? I'm like, yeah. He's like, come meet me tomorrow at, it was this little Bootsy event. And then from there, we went to a Pimp C tribute. He put me right on the stage. He was like, show me, that's how you prove to me you dope. I don't want you to spit it to me. From there, I did 5 more shows with him.
Dope.
So I was just like, did this just happen?
Right, right. Now, has he been an influence as far as critiquing your music too? Or?
Yeah, he has.
Okay.
He teach me the business.
Gotcha.
Like, he literally sits down with me like a professor and be like, listen, make sure your paperwork right, make sure the music, make sure the business is right, because you could get your shit out there, but you don't want to be fucked up when people start paying attention.
Right. Now, with the music that Too Short used to make, well, he still makes it, you know, Too Short.
Yeah, he still do.
The raunchy music as a female, did you feel like, all right, let me watch this guy because you don't know
I grew up in the hood.
Got you.
I went down staircase and was like, oh shit, somebody getting head. Like,
I got you.
I grew up to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that don't bother me. He's not a disrespectful person though. He's not one of those. You would think so, But you be around him, he's very respectful. Ain't no bitch, come on, like ain't no shit like that. What you would think, like
we know that's his favorite word and all, so we gotta figure.
It's mine too.
So we just want to make sure that he ain't using it when he having conversation with ladies.
Nah, he's not. He's actually not like that. Dope. So he's mad chill, like. So
now, you said you had a project coming soon when you came here. We don't know when it's dropping. Do we have anything with you and Too Short working on there? Or?
He's working on an album, and he's working actually on, I think, well, I don't know if I should be saying this, but he said he's working on an album, and I'm supposed to be on it. So,
dope.
You know, I guess it's like a 30-year album or something like that.
Okay, that's a big deal because Too Short is a OG, so for you to be on that with him. Right. Definitely a good look for you, and you know, for him too, as far as grabbing that younger generation as well. Right. So, what about you? You said you got 2 songs out here right now.
Yeah, I have 2 songs out right now. I have rocking. Where You From,
right,
and I have Dope Chick. So, you know, I'm pretty excited right now because, you know, New York, we have the best DJs. Like, point blank. We have the best DJs in New York. We have the best artists in New York. And I just wish New York would come together. And I do talk about competing and stuff, but this is the only city, which is the biggest city, the only city that nobody work with each other. I should be able to call Young M.A., anybody, Remy, even Nicki. Like, yo, I'm up and coming. Y'all supposed to do a record with me.
But I feel like New York is getting that, though. With the, you know, at least Fab jumped on that Don't Run remix with Casanova. It was Casanova Davies. Was it Don Q and Little Young M.A.?
But they already had their situation. So Casanova's already signed. He signed the Warehouse. He signed the Warehouse, Casanova. Davies has signed the Def Jam. Like, these are people signed already.
But I think before because we had talked to Casanova a couple of weeks ago, I think before he even was the Casanova, the rapper, I think him and Fab had a relationship.
Yeah, because Casanova used to be in the clubs.
Yeah.
And he was that nigga popping them bottles and fuck a nigga up if they get crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Casanova, like, but that's a guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
from the female
when it comes to the females, they don't do the same thing with us. Like, why am I next to you in the club and we popping bottles? You buy me my own bottle, we chilling and all that shit. But when it comes to, like, yo, let's do a record together. You got this buzz. I'm getting up there and it's like, gotcha. No answer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the females, we got to work harder, which is no problem, but this is the only city that does that. Because, nigga, I'm in Atlanta. I bet you I get a record with Gucci. Like, people going to see that. I bet you I go to Atlanta, give me 2 weeks out there, I get a record with Gucci. I got a record with Trey the Truth. I got a record, you know, with just different people from the South. So, and that was off of strength of meeting them the first day.
Right. So it's pretty much because, like I said, I've noticed, and I could be wrong, I noticed a lot of the OGs embracing the youngsters, but you're saying as a female artist, a lot of the OGs aren't putting a female artist under the wing outside of, just say, Young M.A. right now. I mean, so we're talking about her because she's really out here doing some pretty dope things as a female artist. So you're just saying you would like to see more of that where a female is getting...
I would like to see just New York come together. Like, I want people to understand that this city is what hip-hop is. Everyone take from us and make their own. Do you know this New York City is the place everyone come to get money? How we not getting money? What we doing wrong? And we live here. We're from here. So if you hear artists like Kalani or somebody, they come here and they're getting bread from our state. And then they leave and do something. But then it's like our people in our own city is not doing that. And I feel like we need to come together and realize who we are. Everyone's trying to be against and better than each other. And we can do that, but we got to come together. Because when we go out of New York, everyone hate us because they want to be us and they can't. So why are we hating on each other? That's it. We can compete. Like the NBA, we can compete. But it comes to times that we got to be a team also. Right.
So it's like the New York Knicks. We're going to scrimmage. We can scrimmage here.
Yeah.
When we go on the road, we got to
unite.
New York.
We got to unite.
We're going to get this money as New York.
Because you see the South, they uniting. Yeah. They saying if you somebody up and I was just talking to my boy Nick Grant, the guy I was telling you about. And he was telling me like Ross just hit him up and was like, hey, yo, I got a verse for you. When do you hear that happening in New York?
I mean,
when?
I would say recently it's
If you
been more,
see,
but back before.
but these are people. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
Well,
for instance,
Fresher got the Wait a Minute remix from 50. Fresher's not. I don't think Fresher signed anybody.
yeah, but okay,
And then
but that's a guy.
Jada Kid. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
That's a guy.
as a
Like, you know
female
what I'm
artist, I
saying?
agree. The female artists outside of a
They
couple,
keep us around. If
they
we
keep
look
us-
a certain way, they want
Right.
to keep us around. Like, I don't know if it's trophy or something like that. They keep us around. They can know we spit bars, but they'll sit there and be looking at Dej Loaf or something.
Right.
Like, not from our city. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have somebody from our city that's that.
So the New York OGs need to acknowledge the
Not
females.
only OGs, the
well,
new
the New
people
York
too.
artists period. Let's say New York artists period. They need to acknowledge the females artists because y'all can really rap, and they need to give. You guys need to come together and hit the road as a unit, not
Yeah.
just male and female, and
You're
really
right.
take over
we
this
need
whole
to come
thing
together like
as
how
a
they
unit.
did back in the day.
Gotcha. When they had the Eves on the Rough
Right.
Riders, when they had Kim with
And
the
Eve is from
Junior
Philly.
Mafia. Right. That's true. So you saying the Rough Riders should have grabbed somebody from New
Nah,
York?
I'm not saying
Oh,
that.
I'm just saying.
Because Eve was fire. But see, the good thing about New York and Philly, we the same.
I got you.
But, you know, you got the Kim, and then you had Charlie that was from Philly.
Yeah.
For Murder Inc. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, we out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's artists that's out here. Everything that you looking for, it goes, and even going beyond just females, like period artists, from DJs need to pay attention. Bloggers, everybody that's from New York and repping New York, like, there's artists out here that's like mad talented, that's better than these people that's starting to get the buzz, and you like, you know, fucking let me just ride their wave. Like, there's artists out here, like, do something new and break them. Do your job. Like, DJs is not doing their job. They're not breaking artists. They just going with the wave. Like, oh, they're popping. I'm hearing about them. Let me get the record and play it.
Oh, have you talked to DJs about that?
Oh, hell
recently?
yeah.
Okay. And what's the feedback do they normally give you when you had that conversation?
I play new artists. I
Right.
play your joint. I play, and it's like, but it's, you could do a little bit more too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause if a DJ keep playing a record, even if you don't fuck with it, you don't know this. You ever heard a song you don't like? And you play, I don't like this song. They play it so much you fucking know the words.
Of course.
You catch yourself singing the words, and you like, that's cause of the DJ.
I got you. So the DJs in New York.
You can't play a record about 1-2 times once a week.
So the DJs in New York really need to put that New York hat on and start showing love in the New York area, and start pushing the culture forward for New York. That's what you're saying.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I love New York.
Right.
Listen,
I can tell.
I'm
I can
all
see the
about New York.
I can see the
'cause
passion
I'm
you have
happy.
when you talk about New York.
I love my city.
Especially being from Harlem and Brooklyn, you were around a
Yeah.
lot of dope music. Especially
Yeah.
the Harlem. I'm 27, so growing up, Dipset was legit. Our Beatles.
Hell yeah, I
growing
forgot
up,
to bring
you know
them
what I'm saying?
up.
So it's like when you from New York and you really embedded in that New York music, I can see the passion. I get it because
Yeah.
when I said New York, you like, listen, I'm telling you, New York artists need to stick together, and I can
They
just tell the
do,
passion
though.
in
They
your
do.
voice
I just
when,
like,
when
you
you
know what
start
I'm
talking
saying?
about New
Like,
York that you really mean what you
Man,
say.
picture me, Remy Ma, Young and May, fucking Nikki, and all right. I don't know if it happened with Kim, but
Right.
we bring them up. But picture us doing a new version of Ladies Night.
Maybe
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some shit, even Cardi. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Fuck it. Cardi could be like Left Eye or something.
Right.
Like, what if we do,
She gave her Left Eye.
even though
Left Eye was dope too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Left Eye.
But I'm just saying, like, how she dressed and
Yeah,
all
I
this
get
other
it.
stuff. But
I get it.
It's like, what if we was to do like a new version of Ladies Night? Like, you had Angie Martinez on that record. Like, think about it. She was a radio personality. Now we was like, oh shit, she rap. Like,
All right. Now let me ask you something, because I could do this whole interview. I get that. I can feel the confidence that you have in yourself. Where do you get that from? Is that just something that just is embedded in you, or did someone
I'm a
tell you
Leo,
that?
so
Okay, so
we
Leo's
kinda- Yeah, I'm a Leo. So
okay. Which is a good thing though, because you come in the room and you like. We done known each other all a half hour, 45 minutes, and
Yeah.
it's like I'm like, shit, I'm about to do my research on somebody. Is she the best rapper alive? Because I gotta check. But that's
Are
that
you
energy.
missing something?
Right? Am I missing something? Because that's the energy that you give,
You're
which
gonna
is
see
good.
tonight though. You're gonna
Right.
see tonight. This
It's
is
good.
like I'm definitely I tell myself, I wake up, you know how they say they tell yourself look in the mirror and stuff like that? That shit really work. I told myself this morning, I broke a nail. I told myself, listen, it's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna kill this stage. And I'm gonna show people I'm the next chick and this is my year. And I tell myself every day. I tell myself that every show. I pray to God show through me. Like I pray before every show. I pray when I walk out my house and say, please let me run into somebody to take my career to the next level. I pray. So it's like with prayer comes confidence, because I'm believing in God to make everything that I ask for come to the light. So it's like I gotta feel it and believe it for it to happen.
Right.
And I really feel like I started really doing this rap stuff 5 years ago. This is the time right now that I feel like, oh, I'm about to get a lot of people shooken up. Cause it's gonna be a lot of people that feel like, damn, I came across her and she told me this and I was working with her, but I ain't do this, and they gonna know it was a mistake. And then you're gonna have some people that's like, oh shit, I should have been paying attention. So it's like I'm really on that type of wave right now.
Now what's the label situation? Are you gonna rock independent, or are you in works talking to people about signing a deal, or?
I was in works with talking to a couple of labels. But right now I just feel like it's best for me to do the indie thing, because when you think of a label, you think of, okay, let's have a machine behind me, right? But I also kind of like seen a lot of people get signed through the years and was with them during their deals, and it's like, they ain't popped to now. And they were signed for so long. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't want to move on someone else's time. And then I also had situations that I was about to sign to a label. I'm working with them, and they disappeared. And I see another chick with my whole style. Gotcha. So I'm just more so, you know what? I'm going to just focus on myself. Thank God we in a day and age that the internet can make you pop. Shows can make you pop, and it don't matter what the label say. I want a label to come to me with $4.5 million, and I show them why I'm worth that.
That's a specific number.
That's a specific number.
So like, you already got that in your head.
If it's the smallest number I come with is 2.5, but it got to be in between 2.5 and 4.5, because when we had that meeting, they'll see why. Who
the 0.5 going to? Because it.
Huh? 0.5?
Yeah, because I know, I'm people, I need 5 million, I need 10 million. You like, I need 2.5, I need 4.5. So is a 0.5 already did?
That's all in the brand.
Okay, I got
that's
you.
It.
Right.
That's gonna be all towards the brand. That's it.
All right, I was just making sure. I was seeing if you had room to donate some of that 0.5 somewhere. That's
a part of the brand. Donating everything is a part of the brand.
That's what's up, man. So
I wanna get like awards like Alicia Keys, because I take care of people in need. Mm-hmm. Like,
well, we in need over here. So if you looking for somebody to help out in need, with that 0.5,
right?
We'll be on the lookout for that.
Well, help me get it.
Listen,
definitely
where we here, that's what we having this talk for. If you remember that all hip hop we was here,
right?
So that's some of that 0.5 over here.
You know what's crazy? I used to work for all hip hop.
Really? Okay. You doing what?
I used to work for Steve Ray's. I was his assistant.
Okay. All right. So you might as well give back,
Yeah, I should.
But when I said we in need, I meant
play my
listen,
music.
When I said we, I mean all hip hop is good. I was talking about me personally. That's what I meant when we. But yeah, we get some to all hip hop too.
Right,
we get some to them.
They get like $25.
Right. They get a little something. But with your energy, your confidence, and the vibe that I got, it seems like you well on your way to doing some dope things. Everybody say that this year is my year. What makes this year different though?
I feel it.
You just feel it.
I feel it. Like, I wake up and like, I'm the type of person, believe it or not, I get them corporate jobs. I could just wake up and be like, you know what? I did it 3 times. I say, you know what? I don't think this shit gonna work. I fill out a job application and get a crazy position, and I work for like a month and I quit. And
you went to school?
Yeah.
Oh, what school?
I went to Berkeley College for international business. I wanted to get in the gun industry.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to be the first female ambassador. I always want to be the best. Gotcha. So there's no ambassadors that's a female. All people that's in the gun industry makes the Forbes list. A lot of people don't know what Rolls Royce, right? The cars is the McDonald's money. They make their most money selling guns, trading guns.
So you do your homework.
Okay. Yeah. So, but I said, I'm going to be a rapper for a little while. I was like,
So
be like Kanye, do a college dropout and come back.
Come back. So you didn't finish?
Yeah, I have like a year and a half left to have my bachelor's degree.
Okay, so we'll see how this goes. If not, we're going to start moving these guns.
No, we can do it at the same time. They got online schooling.
Oh, excuse me. Listen, so you got all figured out over there.
Listen, some people take their time on the road smoking drugs. I could be doing online classes.
Gotcha. So no lean sipping. I got a midterm to do.
Oh, definitely no lean sipping. Let me lose my beauty.
As long as you know that, because I feel like chicks are turning into zombies right now.
No perks, no, I don't do no drugs.
You don't smoke weed, none of that?
Listen. No. Real life though, anyone can vouch for this. Right. I get high for 2 pools.
Okay.
And I get high for secondhand. So sometimes I don't even need to smoke.
I got you.
So I don't play that getting high and all that extra stuff. Like I like to be in point because I'll be feeling like you never know.
Gotcha.
And I'm a female.
Right.
I ain't trying to be in no SVU. I got raped. I don't know what happened. Like.
Yeah. So. Gotcha. Stay on point, man. Cause these dudes is grimy out here. So. Yeah. But I feel like we touched on a lot of things. You said you got some new music coming out. You said we talked the album. Since we don't know when it's coming.
Red Sig, the EP.
Red Sig, the EP.
It's
Any features on there?
I'm looking at beginning of summer. Okay. Going towards summer, beginning of summer. So far right now I got Trade the Truth on it.
Dope.
I don't know. That's why I say it, because you just never know what's going to happen.
Have you reached out to anybody from New York and they kind of like, we'll get back to you, and that's why you feel so strong that you guys should stick together? Or
I reached out to Young M.A. like 3 years ago. That's the crazy thing, because she was like buzzing on Facebook. And I reached out to her and I ain't get no reply. But I was telling people, I was like, yo, she gonna pop. Because it was just something, it was something about her that was just like, it gave me kind of like that Lady Luck mixed with, I don't know, something, that gritty
whatever that combination.
And I was like, yo, I got to do a record with her, because I love doing records with females that is like, that could spit. And like for me, I feel like a good record with both of us, like my brother's locked up, like, and I know her brother passed away. So I think, and then I actually wanted like August Alsina to do like the hook. Like we could do some shit about our brothers and like our life. Like, you know, trying to like make them proud. And like, cause she says her brother motivated her. My brother motivates me all the time. And I do this shit for my brother. So it's like, I mean, I do it for my family and shit too, but my brother was really like, yo, kill these bitches. Like, spit, like, talk that shit that we grew up with. Like, you talk slick with your mouth, put that shit in a song. Don't be all pretty and shit. We don't want to hear that. Like, you want niggas to mess with you, too. Right. So, I thought that would have been a good record, but I ain't get no reply. But, you know, maybe I'll start popping and shit. And
you know how that go. Listen, you get lit. I bet you that phone went like, what's up, girl?
She could be like, hey, what's up, man? I'm like.
You know I get that message. I
was like, you know.
Right. Now, have your brother heard any of your music from inside and hit you like, yo, we heard you in the radio?
The crazy thing is, my brother calls me before every show. He finds out. He's in a box right now, but. Right. He finds out when I have my shows and he give me that pep talk. But like I play, like sometimes I'll be in the studio with him and I'll be playing that shit over the phone. He'll have his niggas around. So like,
that's dope.
That's how he'll listen to my music for now. But he about to come home. So.
Oh, so when you come home, then it's really go time. It's really lit.
It's really go time when you come home.